My name is Taylor Silverman. I've been skateboarding for 11 years, and for the past several years, I've competed at an amateur level in skateboarding contests. I'm here today to share my experience as a female athlete who has missed out on opportunities when competing with transgender-identifying male athletes in women's divisions in skateboarding and faced being ignored by contest organizers when raising concerns about the undoubtable unfairness of this. My story is not unique. Many female athletes have been negatively impacted in several different sports. Last December, I traveled to Lincoln, Nebraska to compete in the finals of a Red Bull event, Red Bull Cornerstone. I was invited after winning a qualifier in November in my home state of Michigan. In Lincoln, I participated in one more qualifier the day before the finals and placed first again. I received $500 for first place at each qualifier, $1,000 in total. And at this point, I was completely unaware that a male competitor had participated in, placed first, and also collected $1,000 in prize money at two separate qualifiers in different states. The day of the finals, the male competitor, unsurprisingly, took first place and received $3,000 along with $1,000 for best trick. With the $1,000 from qualifiers, this totaled to $5,000 of the prize money meant for female athletes. For second place, I received $1,750. I earned $1,000 in qualifiers, so this totaled to $2,750. Third place was paid $750, $1,000 less than what would have been received for a second place prize. Someone was completely bumped off the podium, and the woman who I think would have won $1,000 for best trick also took nothing. Though I had heard of this happening in other sports, and this actually being the third time that I competed with males in women's division, one other time I had also placed second, it was still shocking. During the event, I was too uncomfortable to speak up, and the first two times I experienced this, along with each time I heard about it happening in other sports, I just assumed that everyone would understand how clearly unfair it was, and it eventually would discontinue. But after Red Bull Cornerstone, the guilt I felt for not speaking up grew, and the fear I had of potentially having to explain this to my own daughters one day, if I'm lucky enough to have a family of my own in the future, outweighed the fear of any potential negative consequences I knew I might face for telling the truth. I got more. I'm not done. I had seen other women speaking out, so I reached out to the contest organizer at Red Bull by email to explain what happened and my concerns about it being unfair to female athletes, but my email to Red Bull was completely ignored. So I posted to social media, to my Instagram page, the story of what had happened, along with the ignored email. The post immediately went viral. I received tens of thousands of supportive messages from athletes, parents, and even transgender people who recognized the unfairness and wanted me to know that these athletes were not an accurate representation of most of their community. I also received many unsupportive messages, from name-calling to death threats and everything in between. And because I happen to be Jewish, I have been targeted with a massive amount of anti-Semitism online. I had no idea what would happen when I spoke up for myself. I simply wanted to do the right thing. I didn't know my story would become international news or that I'd be speaking here today, but I do know how painful it is to go through this, and it's important to me that it doesn't happen to more female athletes in any sports on any level. We deserve fairness in sports, and we're currently losing out on opportunities, titles, paychecks, scholarships, and more, while being made to feel like we can't receive what we've earned for our hard work, and being made to feel unimportant in a space that was created for us. I believe that raising awareness is the first step to creating change, and my story and the stories of all the incredibly brave athletes here today need to be heard. We need to keep women's sports female so we can keep women's sports fair. Thank you.